Hey guys, thank you so much for signing up. Before I leave you in the capable hands of Callum, please make sure you subscribe and remember every single penny raised goes directly to supporting mental health counselling and services. So please keep fundraising and we'll see you there on the night.
Hey guys, Callum here for the Linkin tribute band. I'm going to show you how to play Numb on the bass. Now, first of all, this is in drop C sharp tuning, which is just like drop D but half a step down, one semitone down, which goes C sharp, G sharp, C sharp, and F sharp. And we're going to be doing it in 110 BPM. So to begin with, I'm going to just show you the main chords. It's nice and dead easy. So all we do is we do the 5th fret on the bottom E string and play it for 4 beats. So it's all 4 beats per bar. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're doing the same, but with the 1st fret on the bottom E. And then we're doing the 1st fret on the A. And then we're doing the 3rd fret on the bottom E. And they're the basic chords throughout the whole song. However, there is the odd changes. So, first of all, the intro. What we do is we do it just once through after the electronic intro, because basically it's the intro is kind of written as 2 4-bar phrases, but the first 4 bars just the electronic drums and the synth, and then the bass comes in exactly when the guitar comes in and does these chords. Except on the 4th bar, just before the verse, so when you're doing the 3rd fret, we actually add in one more note, so we go 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th beat we play the 7th fret, just as we start the verse. So what we'll do that with the metronome, just so you can hear how it is in context. And then we're into the verse. So we're on to the first verse now. It's worth mentioning what I normally do. I normally play the chorus with a pick and the verse with my fingers. I normally just hold the pick like this. But I understand that can be a bit tricky to do. So if you don't fancy doing that, either just play with a pick, but just play it much softer. Or if you are playing it all with your fingers, just play the chorus a lot harder. It's just to give the chorus a little bit more than anything. But we're going to do the verse with a pick. We're going to do the verse with my fingers now. So now, the verse is dead easy. The first 8 bars literally follow the same chords as the chorus, except, as I'm again, just playing a lot softer. So that's the 5th fret on the bottom E, then the 1st fret on the bottom E, and the 1st fret on the A, and the 3rd fret on the bottom E. All 4 beats per bar, do that twice through, and then we go to the next bit, which is when metronome comes in with the chord and the undertone. And for this, we start on the 1st fret on the bottom E string. Now, instead of doing it for 4 beats this time, we just do it for 3. So we go 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th beat, we go to the 5th fret. So all together, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So slower, it's like 1, 2, 3, and then up to the 5th for the 4th beat. And then following that exact pattern, we go to the 3rd fret. And again, 3 beats on the 3rd fret, and then the 4th beat on the 7th. So those 2 bars together sound something like this. And then the next bar, we go to the 5th fret on the bottom E. And again, following exactly the same rhythm. So for 3 beats, 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th beat, this time we go to the open. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next bar, we're doing the 1st fret on the A string. Now this time we change it slightly. We go for 2 beats instead. So it goes 1, 2, and then we do the open string on the bottom E for 2 frets as well. So just those 2 bars alone. So it's. And then we go right back to the beginning of that phrase, to the 1st fret. And then we finish up there on the 3rd fret, which leads us directly into the chorus. So let's have a little play through of that all together before moving on. So we're into the first chorus, and again it's nice and easy. It's followed those same chords. There's only one slight difference. We add an extra note in there somewhere. So we do one round of those main notes. So fifth on the bottom E, and then the first on the bottom E, first on the A, and then the third on the bottom E. But this time, just before we recycle, we only do this for 3 beats. We go 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th beat we add an open N. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then this time, we then follow exactly the same pattern as we did at the intro. So we go 1, and then 1 on the A, and then 3 on the E. And then we again do 1, 2, 3, 7, and into the second verse. So I'll play that all the way through to you quickly so you can hear it in context. Into the second verse, and the second verse is again very similar to the first verse, same sort of structure. However, it's a little bit longer because at the very end we've got the bit where Chester comes in, which I'm sure you're aware of, and every second away is more than you've got that sort of bit added onto the verse. So the first part starts exactly the same. So again, remember I'm playing with my fingers for this. So we're doing the 5th fret, 1st fret, and then the 1st fret on the A, and then the 3rd fret on the E. We do that twice through. There is an extra note just coming out of that bit. So on the 8th bar, which is the 3rd fret on the second time round, what we do is we do 1, 2, 3, and then we add that loop in it. So 1, 2, 3, and then we go into the second part of the verse, which again is identical right up until the end. So it's and now this is where we add on the extra bits. So when you get to the 3rd fret, where you would have stopped before, we do that for 3 beats, and then we play the 7th fret on the E, and then going down to the 5th fret, just repeating pretty much what happened in the second at the beginning of this bit. And then again, we do that for 3 beats, 1, 2, 3, and then 4th on the open, just like earlier. And then for this last part, we do the 1st fret on the A for 2 beats, and then the 5th fret on the A for 2 beats. So that last bit goes. So we're on to the second chorus now, which is almost identical to the first, but as Phoenix starts to do a lot, he does change it ever so slightly. So all he does though, the only difference to the first chorus is on the second time round, and it's just a lead into the bridge, instead of playing the 7th fret, he's playing the open on the 4th beat. So I'll just play that all the way through for you quickly. We're into the bridge, and now we're on to the bridge, which is a fantastic bit of the song. So the bridge is nice and easy, but there's a little bit more to remember. So what we'll do, we'll go through the chords. So it starts off on the 1st fret, playing that for 4 beats. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then going up to the 3rd fret for 4 beats again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then at that point we switch, instead of 4 beats to 2 beats per note. So we blew for that 5 and then 7. So all both 2 beats each. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And then continuing that same pattern, we do the 8th fret, also for 2 beats. 1, 2, and then the open fret for 2 beats. So we just play that bit all the way through on its own. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we repeat the first 2 chords exactly the same, 2 notes rather. So that's the 1st fret again for 4 beats. And then the 3rd fret for 4 beats. And then at that point, instead of going up to the 5th fret, we go to the open. And we play 2 bars of that just with 4 beats. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the 2nd bar, we go 1, 2, 3. And then on the 4th beat, we do another open. So it's like the first 2 bars of that section are like this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on that 4th beat, we start to do a slide, because basically on the 1st beat and the 2nd bar, we actually go all the way up to the 12th fret. So on that 4th beat, if you do this, 2, 3, 4. So it all the way, just under so all the way through, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on this bit, on the 3rd bar of those opens, which is, it's that big dramatic crescendo in the song. We do this for 1.5 beats, so it goes 1, 2, and then on the 2 and, we go down to 10. So it's 1, 2, and then we do that up until the 4th beat, where we do, and then we slide back down to the 5th for the last chorus. So let's play that all the way through with the metronome. And then we're into the last chorus. So, on to the final chorus now. Now, the final chorus, again, is very similar to the other 2, but standard Phoenix style. He has some lovely little changes in it. So, it does the main basic chords 4 times. Each of them has a slightly different variation, so we'll go through each one and then put them all together. So, the first one is very simple. It's exactly the same as the ones you already know, which is like this. So adding that open string at the end of the 4th chord. And then the second one is a new one that we haven't heard before. So what we do for that one, we play the first sort of 3 chords exactly the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Now this is when it gets different. On the 3rd chord, we basically have to play the 3rd fret on the 4th string. Sorry, 3rd fret on the bottom E string on the 4 and. So it goes like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and then that just leads us onto the 3rd fret on the A string for this chord. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. And then we do exactly the same rhythm we saw at the end of the bridge when we did the 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, where we go on the 3rd fret on the A string, 1, and we do it for 1.5 beats. So 1, 2 and. So 1, 2 and then on the 4th beat we play the 3rd fret again. So all together that phrase goes like this. And then the 3rd time, so this is the 3rd time round of that last chorus. The 3rd time literally just does the notes, no bits in between. So every one, that same pattern, 4 beats each time. And then the very final time before it comes out, it's almost the same. It does the first 3 exactly the same, but on the last bar, we basically add in 3 beats, 1, 2, 3, at the end, and they come in on the 3 ands. So on that last chord, it goes 1, 2, 3, and that's how it ends. So 1, 2, 3, and. So we'll do that phrase all the way through. And that is the end of the song. I'll just play that last, those all 4 phrases together just for the final chorus.
Thank you for watching the tutorial. Please make sure you remember to learn this exact version so that everyone's playing the same thing on the night. Keep fundraising, subscribe, and we'll see you there on the night.